Well. Let's see. Okay, you guys. I hope my mic's working. I hope the audio is working. I hope the video is kind of working. It is Friday the 13th. I guess it's known as Galentine's Day to some, but it's acting like a Friday the 13th to me. So, hope you guys are having a wonderful evening, kicking off this Valentine's weekend. Finally. Okay, all right, Jordan, when you say 5 by 5, what does that mean? Does that mean you can see me in full screen in all the glory? I hope so. Where have I been? Okay, here we go. Okay, good. I'm so glad. Oh, there we go. Yes. Where have I been? You guys, I'm just going to go ahead and I was going to make an agenda for this show. And then I kind of didn't. So we're just going to wing it. I hope that you guys will bear with me. Because it's been rough, but a lot of people don't share a lot of personal stuff, but I'm not a lot of people. So here I am. I don't know. Give me a high five or a cheers or something to kind of help me get through this, because it's not just about me. It's a family thing, and I'm going to go into it in greater depth because I wasn't even really planning on talking about this, but this is just kind of like how I am, and it is really like on my heart, just to kind of share. And I feel like I owe you guys, because I am so grateful for the support that and the way that so many of you have embraced me over the last couple of months. And I feel like I've kind of let you down when I haven't been able to pop in and be as consistent as I would like, because in case you haven't guessed, I am a perfectionist, a type A, and I shoot for the stars. So yes, I am live. Yeah, so long and the short of it is that my youngest son was diagnosed with a genetic condition, a pretty substantial chromosome deletion that is going to be, impacting him for the rest of his life. And so I've been spending a ton of time in doctor's appointments and specialists, and trying to figure out what all this means, looking at new schools, trying to, y'all know I'm a little researcher, so trying to learn all the things that I can about it. And it's called 22q. If you want to beat me to the punch and do your own research, and maybe some of you will actually know someone who has 22q, DeGeorge's syndrome. And maybe you can help me out and give me some tips, because we certainly would appreciate it. He's 7 right now. A lot of kids are diagnosed with this, and it's spotted very early on. And unfortunately, Brock was one that slipped through the cracks, even though I've known all these years that something was going on, and felt so frustrated not being able to get doctors to help me put a proper diagnosis on it. I think a lot of you probably can relate to that concept in and of itself. Unfortunately, in the medical world these days, it's like you hesitate to play Google Doctor because that can be a slippery slope and lead you a path to nowhere. But this is something that, God, I wish I would have known about years ago. So I, mark my words, will make this my new point of research and advocacy, and do everything that I can to try to help educate other people about it. But there are an abundance of mental and physical effects and impacts. And so we're in the stage right now that trying to figure out all the things. Yeah. And so that's why I haven't been as present as I would have liked to have been. So again, I really, really appreciate you guys for your patience and sticking with me despite my inconsistencies. Just know that I am behind the scenes trying to give it my all the time, to all the things. And that's just who I am. It's who I have always been. And yeah. So yeah, we're gonna be just fine. There's just so many uncertainties. And my understanding is that as he gets older, those differences will continue to reveal themselves compared to his peers. But there are plenty that are already there. And so, again, I would really like to do a whole show on the topic so I can help educate others, because actually, I want to pull this up, and I will share this right now. Like I said, I wasn't even planning on talking about this 10 minutes ago, but here we are. Let me pull this up because I found this to be so fascinating. Look, if there's one thing about me, what you see is what you get. You can count on the 100% truth. So you can take that to the bank. I have no poker face, as many of y'all have pointed out in the chat before. You guys a lot of times will get a kick out of watching my reactions to when people are talking and I agree or disagree or whatever, because you're like, oh, Kelly does not have a poker face. Nope. Okay, one second. All right. Let's see if this will come on stage. Can I? Okay. There we go. So, the most common rare syndrome you've never heard of. And I won't bore you with reading all of this right now. Well, like I said, we can do a whole different stream on it, but I just found that to be so interesting. Basically, that a lot of people, or I mean, most people, I certainly didn't, but most people don't know what it is. And if you skip down to the second paragraph, you may be surprised to learn that the issues most commonly linked to 22q are among some of the most commonly recognized health issues. And so essentially there are like 180, I wish you could see my cursor, but in the middle of the first paragraph, a unique set of a possible 180 plus symptoms. So it's difficult for even the best doctors to recognize. Many times, the scattered collection of issues impedes the proper diagnosis for years. So, look, if there's someone who can try to get the word out, it's me. So anyway, thank you guys again so much. Y'all said so many kind things in the comments. I can't here I'll run around. Oh, this is someone saying, this is the first time I've seen your channel. Well, thank you, Darcy. And look, I didn't have a loss. It was just sharing this information about my son. So thank you so much. I'm glad you're here, and sorry that you stumbled across my channel as I'm mid-tears. I apologize for that. Thank you so much. Yes, hit that like button, please. Y'all make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, Kelly Raybon, KELIRABON. And I'm not streaming to X right now, but if you're a tweeter, be sure to follow me on X. If you like Instagram, I'm there at Kelly R, KELIR. I have been posting a lot of the files information there as of late. It's interesting what stuff is allowed on certain platforms. So I've been doing a lot of stuff there. I'm running a lot of different platforms. So thank you so much. I'm going to run through some of these very sweet messages from y'all. Thank you, Blake. West Texas is the best Texas. Family first, always. Glad to have Blake back on the scene. DL Henderson, Kelly, I'm sure everyone understands. Always family first. Yes, absolutely. And Sleuthy Slothy, wow, thank you for sharing something so personal. Your baby is blessed to have you, as is Mama. Thank you guys so much. Oh, thank you. I want to check to see, I might have to, I had to rig up my setup a little differently, and I realized that I did not plug in my Ethernet directly. So sorry. Shoot, do I have a direct plug in here? Oh, hold on. Man, that's going to mess things up. Okay, well, we'll see. Please tell me if for some reason my stream gets disrupted. You guys let me know, and then I'll add in another option here. Thank you, you guys. Okay, Jordan, again, like I said, when I go into my son's case, don't come at me right now. I don't think everybody wants to see the mama bear come out, unless they do. Don't tempt me. Thank you, Trigger. Is my audio remotely synced? Because I don't know if it is or not, but I had to just, I don't know, rig it somehow, some way. Thank you. I love that everyone else is sharing their own personal stories. It's just like it's one of those things where you don't expect, something is going on, but you don't maybe expect something. And then when it happens, it's like you're relieved, but then you're also overwhelmed, and we're going to all these specialists, and it's like, a hematologist, an immunologist, an allergist, psychiatrist, a this and that. All these specialists, a genealogist, a cardiologist. It's intense. It's intense. Thank you, Louisiana girl. You're the sweetest. You have been so good to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Nova Cloud. Okay. Well, I would love, Rick, we can come back to this. I can pull that article up, one of the photos that I've seen of Lance, and that would be very interesting to look at, because I was quite surprised when I saw that photo hit the scene. Let me pull that up actually right now. Oh, can y'all see my dress? Hold on. Let's see. Yes. I don't know. I had a dinner tonight. One of my friends, she brought her husband and her son and daughter, and then it was me, and then the boys. And so we went to a really nice restaurant here. So it was like she took us out for dinner for Valentine's Day. It was very, very sweet. So, I guess I had my family Valentine's date. Is that a thing? Looks like an 80s outfit. Do y'all think this looks like an 80s outfit? I don't know. I was born in the 80s. Okay, let me pull up a Lance Twiggs, allegedly Lance Twiggs sighting photo, and see where we end up. I wish that I had some music or something that I could play for you guys when I was having to be in the browser. One thing in this current setup that I can't do is I don't have my second monitor, because I've run out of ports over here to try to keep this setup as simple as possible. Not that you guys care, but just know that in case, for some reason, in case the stream freezes or anything like that. Now, Jordan, I appreciate you immediately researching and analyzing 22Q, and I would love to talk to you more about the situation. And yes, the fact is, the symptoms and oh my gosh, systems impacted by the chromosome deletion are immense. Okay. There is a signature facial feature, I guess you would say. Basically, like, the people with 22Q kind of have like a look to them. All right. I'll just say it. They have typically a little bit smaller faces. Their ears are typically a little more lower set. Their mouths are typically a little bit smaller, and you wouldn't necessarily notice it. And their voices are actually a little more high pitched. those are all kind of the signatures of 22Q. And yeah, so here we are. I'm not trying to get us off of the Kirk investigation, if that's, sorry, I don't know if that's what you were saying, but I was just starting off the stream by sharing why I have not been as on consistently the last week and a half. And so I felt like I had a confession to make. So thank you guys again for listening. I'm like, if we're all going to be friends here, then, I feel like I have to tell you guys when I'm not on my A game. And there's why. That's just how I am. And yes, Elizabeth, it is a little bit like Downs. And if you saw that image that graphic that I had pulled up, yep, something like that. Except, it's like Brock he could tell you, God, he could rattle off like everyone in the WWE. He could rattle off like all of the NASCAR drivers. He could rattle off probably most of the NFL teams. But, when it comes to like short-term memory, when it comes to, he eats his pizza upside down, he puts his shoes on backwards, he puts his, things on back. So it's like these concepts, he flip-flops. And I think that's, oh gosh, the name just escaped me. Apraxia, I believe. And then there's dyslexia as well. And then there's, dyspraxia, I think, as well. Anyway, there's all kinds of different things. Dyspraxia. Yes. Thank you. Apraxia, I think, has to do with not being able to like say certain things and certain sounds, which, as I was researching this, apparently I think was it Bruce Willis maybe had that. Anyway, I'm like, you guys, I'm at the very early stages of researching this, and I really appreciate that you're interested, and would love to like do a full stream about it, and would love to do that justice. So that way, I can really share and make a difference. Because if someone else is able to spot this early on and seek treatment early on for a loved one, like, that means everything. Okay, now let me get back to looking up plants, twigs, and the paparazzi. One moment. So I'm going to save a couple of older photos so we can put those up too. Y'all don't get too crazy y'all don't be too out of control in the chat while I'm looking away. Oh yeah, I forgot. I guess I can share. I forgot about being able to share my other tab. Let me do that while I'm searching. Sorry, guys. Let's try that. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's not letting me. All right. Stand by. No, so because I am trying to do this all from one browser and one monitor, that's why it's freezing. So I promise it's not going to freeze for long. It's just because I am having to switch into the other browser. Let's see if I do a different type of browser. Oh, okay. If I switch into a different kind of browser, then I think it versus the same browser, then I can actually do it. All right. Sorry if I could keep you guys. Let's see if I can walk or type, talk, think, download, and something else all at the same time. Y'all thought, chewing gum and walking was hard. Okay. There's one. Let me get at least one more picture for you, and then we can go over these. In the meantime, well, how many of you guys have seen? How many of y'all have seen already these photos of allegedly of Lance? Put a 1 in the chat if you have seen them and you believe them, and put a 2 in the chat either if you haven't seen them or you don't believe them. Okay, sorry, give me 1 second here. I thought they were just I'm going to the actual articles now. I thought they were just going to come up in images, but they didn't. So I was trying to avoid having to go to the actual articles. Hold on. I'm like, the less movement, the better. My goodness. I'm like, I know I've seen somebody. Hold on. Okay, I'm in the Daily Mail. So apparently it was really, do I have to just subscribe to the Daily Mail? Jesus. Y'all tell me who shared these? Somebody did. I'm sure I can just pull it up on X. Dang it. Sorry. Well, in the meantime, let me pull up this. This was one. Let me take this off the screen. This was one of the images that, oh my gosh. Whoops. Hold on. Now, like, all of these messages just popped up. I see someone saying trigger, so I don't know if trigger said, oh, okay. So Trigger, hey, Trigger Smart, good to see you. They are most likely him. AI agrees as well. Have you, I assume you've done an analysis. I'm sorry if you've already covered this on one of your shows. I know that you have been under construction on your new studio, and I look forward to seeing that. But yeah, have you done your own AI analysis already? There are definitely a lot of ones in the chats, but also a lot of twos. So I don't know if that means that y'all have not seen these pictures yet, or if you just haven't, or if you don't believe it. Oh, here we go. Let's see. Okay. Almost done. I have to convert a file, of course. It's always something. I need an AI assistant for this. Oh, sorry. It probably froze again because I was still in the same thing. Okay, here we go. Sorry, you guys. Apologies. Now, coming in hot. Okay, so this was this was an older picture, but I just want to show it is going, oh my gosh, just slow your roll. We are moving right along. Here we go. Okay, now this is not the brand new one. I just want to give you this as a frame of reference, okay? So Lance Twigs, I think all of us have seen or are familiar with the picture that they claim to be the furry, evidence of him being a furry, which I'm just going to tell you guys, that is not furry gear in, let's see, how do I say this? In my book, I'm not obviously, I'm not a furry, but I have known people who were furries like 10 years ago. Okay. Former coworkers of mine, a former coworker of mine. And anyway, they had like full-blown costumes. And in fact, my parents sat next to some guys that were furries, like on an airplane one day, about like a week or so after 9/10. And they were so paranoid, y'all. They actually sent me pictures. I need to go back and look and like take a real hard look at those people. But anyway, I don't really think that this is evidence of Lance being a furry, but whatever. Okay, so that's, just keep that in mind in terms of like an idea of what maybe, what Lance looked like. All right, now let's take another look at this hot off the press, allegedly, picture of Lance. Here we go. Okay, so I don't know what the cops on the right side of the screen are, but that supposedly is Lance with the long hair. Now, I don't know how I could put up, unfortunately, the both images at the same time. I guess I'd have to make a new graphic or something. And my chat's frozen, so I hope you guys can see things. But it does kind of look, you know, I think it kind of looks like him. Lord. Furry police. I'm not the furry police. I think But I would say the police tried to be the furry police. I mean, they're the ones who tried to make this more than what it probably was. They tried to blame the fur. They tried to get the furries a really bad name. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, I feel so bad that the Kelly knows furry gear personally. Look, I'm just telling you, we're talking about full blown like mascot headgear. Okay. Full blown mascot headgear. Mm-hmm. With the bodysuits and everything. Do with that information what you will. Different strokes for different folks. But to me, that little pajama looking costume was not it. That was not the investment of being a furry. Being a furry is like a full blown lifestyle. My chat keeps freezing and it's driving me crazy because I want to see what you guys are saying to my my quips. Anyway, I do think that if you look at this picture, let's see, make me smaller. This picture, okay, if those are Lance, and then we add, yeah, I mean, I see it. I see it. There. Okay, so now that you've seen these photos, put a 1 in the chat if you think it's Lance. This doesn't mean that Lance did or did not do anything wrong. Just if you think it's Lance, put a 1 in the chat. 2, if you think it's not. Oh man, it's driving me crazy to not have, I don't know why my chat's frozen. Okay, how about this? And for fun, oh my gosh, hold on. I know, I'm sure that I'm frozen. Give me just a second. So I want to put Tyler's photo in there, the dorm room pic that we all know from way back, because it is mighty interesting that they all kind of look alike to me. Okay, I'm back. I hope it, after all the research you guys have done and the conclusions you've reached, I hope it's Lance alive and kicking. Yeah. He's definitely not walking in public. I mean, the thing is, people really hadn't been looking for him. And if he didn't do anything wrong, then why hide? Yeah, I think the eyes, I think the jawline, I didn't get a good close look at the ears, but I'll definitely compare those with some other pics. Who wears a Taco Bell branded shirt? He probably paid a good $5 for that at one of the vintage stores. Okay, so we have a lot of them around here, and all the good graphic tees go there. Oh my gosh, you guys. Proper furry suits are super expensive. This is amazing. Oh my gosh, Trigger. We aren't judging you. Show us your furry closet. No. I never. Y'all, that is not me. Look, as you can tell, I'm an open book, okay? I got on here and I cried for you guys. And I just got on here and told you that I had friends that I knew of that 10 years ago that were into that stuff. So, obviously, I tell you the things. I tell you all the things. And I don't have a poker face. I just have to tell the truth. So anyway, okay. That's enough of him. That's enough of him. I just need to figure out now how we can get my chat to update, because this is going to be really, oh, here, I'll put that on screen. I'm like, now you guys can see how delayed it is for me. We're stuck way back there. Let me see. Okay, y'all don't go anywhere. I'm gonna try switching onto my secondary Wi-Fi network real quick. Hopefully there won't be any issues here. Don't go anywhere, because I want to be able to stay up with you guys and keep in real time, not have this lag. So stand by. Okay. All right. Yeah, y'all give me a break. Thank you. All right, now it seems like now we're moving. So maybe we're cooking with grease now. I have some fancy equipment. Trigger has helped me select said fancy equipment. And my Wi-Fi, look, it is solid. I think what I need is better, what do you call those things? Like pucks or whatever, extenders. The ones that I have are from like 9 years ago. So I guess I told Trigger, I said, look, back in my Instagram days, which was not so long ago, I could just hold my phone up and go live or put it on the tripod, and it was good to go. I'm like, now I got all this fancy equipment and I can't get it to work with me. But thank goodness you guys are patient. At least I hope that you are. And I try to at least make you laugh a little bit, and in the process of all my mess. Oh, love and compassion. Thank you so much for this super sticker. I appreciate it very, very much. I could use all the love and compassion this week. I will take it. Thank you so, so much. That's it, Rick. I can't lie. Not like Erika, liar, liar, pants on fire. Y'all, you would think at some point, you know what? I'm going to be messy. since we're pulling up pictures tonight, I'm gonna be messy, okay? All right. And then we're gonna see what y'all think about this one. But you would think at some point this woman would stop lying. What I tell my kids, and so much of what has happened in this whole ordeal, like I've said from the beginning, and they are, a lot of them are just kids. Okay, I can say this as a 40-year-old woman who's, I feel like, lived a couple of lifetimes at this point. They tell a lie, and then it's like they just keep shoveling it deeper and digging their hole and digging their hole, and it gets worse and worse and worse with every single lie they tell. And then they can't keep up with them. The whole crew can't keep up with so and so's lie and so and so's lie, and then it's too many people who like the spotlight. It's a hot mess express. Hi, PJ. You can go. I mean, either way, I got emotional at the very beginning. So if you wish to go back to the beginning, by all means, I would say, don't miss it. You can stay with us live right now, and then you can always go back later if you're gonna do that, or you can, whatever you choose, your world. Yes, Matt has the heart of gold. He's helped me many times, late into the evening, on the weekends, whatever, much to his dismay. I sent him this picture the other day. Oh my gosh. It was so funny. Let's see if I have it on my computer now. I had it on my phone. Probably. Just so you guys can laugh at it for a second. And then I'm going to go pull up that let's just skip straight to the messiness, okay? Let's get messy. Thank you so much, love and compassion. I want to take advantage of this chat and tell you, amazing sleuths, how much I appreciate all that you do. People might forget that you are very real and are doing what the rest of us can't. The thing is so much of this stuff, and I want to really teach people how to do a lot of this stuff, but it also is, there's a certain finesse to it and a certain way to make the connections. I think that I believe I have a unique ability to, and a gift of doing. And so, yeah, you guys haven't even really been able to see me operating at full force yet. So just wait. I promise you, once you see me like operating at optimal Kelly mode, you're gonna be like, damn, now I get it. I promise you. You just got to stick with me for that. I will not let you down. I don't let myself down, and I won't let y'all down either. The messy fund. We're about to get messy. Okay, here we go. Thank you, Debbie. You are always so very kind. I want to shout you out and say how much I appreciate that. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for all of your comments. They mean so much to me. Jesse on Fire's on the PSYOP train. Okay, I have not had a chance with everything going on this week to get to see that actually, but I heard that he did a couple of videos, and I really look forward to seeing them because, yeah, I mean, he does great work. He's a great storyteller. He's very engaging. I love how he just randomly will be like, and you know what? You didn't subscribe yet, did you? He comes out of nowhere with it every time, and it's so good. Like the screen goes black and white. It's awesome. So yeah, I enjoy him. So I look forward, in all seriousness, I look forward to seeing his conclusions on everything. Okay, let me pull up this messy. Y'all, it had me. Ugh. Okay. I know, sorry, it probably froze again. But just stand by. Sorry, I'm going back to the switching the browsers up. Okay. One second here. Because I'm just gonna screen capture it. Sad. It's like that's the only way that I trust being able to do anything now. And I need to make sure that I save it just in case things get pulled off the internet the way that they have been getting pulled off the internet. Okay. I saved one picture. Let me save the other one real fast, and then I will be able to show you. Thank you for your patience. All right. And we are back. And of course, my chat's frozen. Golly. Anyway, okay, well, hopefully it will catch up in a moment. I will go ahead and put these images in. All right, it's from your favorite, unfavorite gal. This is Erika Kirk. And it's taking it back to the old school. Now I gotta make sure that you guys are able to see me because I'm getting nervous since the chat still hasn't caught up. Stand by. Are y'all still there? Okay, well, my chat hasn't updated in 5 minutes. Jeez Louise. Just making sure that I guess I'm still operating. It's so much more helpful when at least I know I'm not talking to myself and I know that I'm still streaming. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Okay. Good night. Good night. Okay, here we go. Is everybody ready? Okay. April 15th, 2018, Erika Kirk. What'd she order? Fish fillet? This is from Instagram. And shout out to Anthony Graffio 77. He does great work over there on IG. I'm not sure if he's on X. I'm sure, I mean, he probably is. But this came across my Instagram. Okay, you guys. Y'all, like the legs open pose with the caption, that's like, not good. Not good. Okay. And then here's another one. I'll take the chat down for a sec so you can read it. Got the heart of a lion beaten in that chest. I think that's a song lyric, maybe. I don't know. But again, like the legs open pose, hat backwards. Now, I'll tell you, okay, Anthony's, I guess his theory, or one of his theories, is that Erika is actually, or was, a man. I don't know if anybody around here, thinks that, has thought that, etc. But those are very interesting photos. And then the caption, just, well, for this one. And I need to look back and see if you've seen any of the latest controversy involving Erika this week, and those old tweets that came up involved, that Nisi, I think is how you say her name. I mean, really broke the whole entire story wide open. She did an incredible job surfacing all of those old tweets with a young girl, with like a 15-year-old girl, that it seemed that Erika was grooming. I don't know if that was exactly during the same time, but it seemed like Erika was being quite suggestive with that girl. So again, it just raises a whole lot of questions. I try to stay out of Erika's past for a while, like this period of her life, like the Romanian angel stuff. Now that I was very interested in. Okay. But going back and looking at her Instagram posts and stuff like that, like I definitely looked at that stuff and had my personal questions about that stuff, and like her dating history and things like that. The pictures of her holding alcohol and whatnot. But I didn't feel that, it was necessarily fair to like go so hard on her until she lied. That's when all bets are off the table. When you try to portray yourself as one thing publicly and repeatedly, and then verbally say this over and over again, right? But the reality was so different. That's when it's like, okay, hun, no. And then especially given the fact that she has, such a big position now. Man, oh man, this chat just keeps getting stuck. I just want to be able to like keep up and engage with you guys. Anyway, I'll let you see these one more time just for kicks, in case you missed it there. Yeah. I mean, look, there's just no reason. She could have posed in plenty of other ways and been just fine, okay? But then also when she adds on, and I know that the what she order, fish fillet. Yeah, I know that that's the lyrics from a song, but you don't make that. A woman does not make that her caption, okay? Oh, finally the chat updates. Okay. Jordan, she is extremely religious, guys. If I found my wife posted those pics, I'd fake my death too. That's the comment of the night. Comment of the night. Comment of the week right here. Vindicti, you win. If I found my wife posted those pics, I'd fake my death too. Oh, man. Like any professional real estate broker, open for business, ready to serve. I mean, that's around the same time I think she was doing, I don't know, leading Bible studies and stuff. I don't know. Just weird. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much, Anna. I am very much looking forward to going to Utah as well. It has been on my mind, and I have been looking into a few other things. Last week, at the end of last week, there were a couple of little things that I felt that God really just put in my path that were yet again indicators to me that, Kelly, you've got to go. And so fingers crossed, prayers up, but I also have to make sure that, I want to make the most of my trip out there. And so, yeah, I'm working. Yeah. Twa waffle, fish fillet. Like, I'm sorry. What person said, like, I don't even say the T word. Okay. Like, that's just weird to me. Weird to me. Thank you so much, Bangs, Shades, and Secrets. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. Love and compassion. Yes, everybody tried giving her the chance to grieve, but man, she is not the person that they tried making us believe she was. It's true. Something about her. I'm telling you guys, one night, if y'all would like to, I think it would be worthwhile. I think just going back and like watching some of those very early things that she put out, like the address to the nation. For me, I didn't know who Erika Kirk was before that YouTube video. And I will never forget feeling that came over me when I watched that video, and was like, I called my mom and I said, Mom, like, I am very concerned. I feel like this is going to be a bad Lifetime movie. Little did I know it was going to be what seems like the never ending daily Netflix series that's like House of Cards meets Gossip Girl. But I'm going to tell you, she was bad news. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. So Nova, that's another thing. I think with like the files coming out, and I'm not. I guess I don't know EK. All right. But with the files coming out, I think it's like worth reflecting on the idea that childhood trauma for a lot of people, well, okay, pedophiles, right? And like pedos, I'm probably not supposed to say that word on YouTube. Anyway, those people cause trauma to children. And then far too often, the cycle continues because that trauma isn't treated, and then they end up grooming or harming, or worse, others or young, innocent victims all over again. And so the cycle just continues and continues. I hope that's not the case here, but my gosh, it is not normal to have this many red flags waving from every direction that you look. It's one of those things. It's like, how many weird things, how many coincidences should there be? Or are they coincidence? Are they coincidences or are they coincidence? Hey, Scott. Here, I'm going to take her off the screen. Hey, Scott. He says, I've had a really difficult time believing that Charlie would have falsified his death in such a brutal way. Feel like Charlie is so much better than that. I appreciate what you're doing. Thank you for sharing that. And y'all know, or Scott, I don't know if you're aware where I kind of stand on that, but my belief, my overarching belief is that when he walked into UVU that day on 9/10, that he knew that he was not walking out. Okay. Does that mean so you have one of two things there, right? I believe that he obviously didn't walk out, right? But I believe that he left there alive. Now, did he get to stay alive the rest of the day? Or since then? I don't know. But the other option there, right, in that not walking out alive that day, is that he knew that it was going to be some kind of a public execution, and it was going to happen, and he had nowhere to run. But I fully believe that he knew. When you go back and look, he's in the chair And I mean, he closes his eyes and he braces. You can see it on his face, and you can see it happens right before you hear the shot. Because I don't even believe that, I don't know that there was a shot, but before you hear that noise. Let's see. Sorry, I think I'm trying to catch back up in the chat, so forgive me if I'm like missing where I was. Hold on. Great question. Prevalent truth. Do you really think, with all the crooked stuff and crooked people at TPUSA, that Charlie had no clue about anything going on? Please. Thank you. Please. I believe that he knew. He knew what was going on. He might not have known it down to the T, down to the nth degree, but he knew. In fact, hold on, this would be the perfect time to pull up a little soundbite. I want to make a full-blown, proper video, but as you guys know, I got a lot on my plate right now. As you guys know, I have a lot on my plate right now. So instead of doing the full-blown video at this exact moment, I will show you what I believe is a very important clip that, again, reminds us just how involved he probably was. Now, after I play the clip, we can kind of interpret then, like, it could have a couple of different meanings, but Charlie was obviously a very smart guy. And I always say, when you enter this space, okay, when you enter my live stream or my spaces on X, let's check our preconceived notions and ideals of Charlie Kirk and TPUSA at the door. Okay. Unless you knew him personally, had spent time with him personally, and like you guys were homies, you didn't know Charlie Kirk. You didn't know Jack. Okay. That's how I feel. And I mean, that would be like saying I don't know, Tom Cruise, whatever. Like, you don't know the character of a person. You don't know their decisions. You don't know what all they know. You don't know what goes on behind closed doors. It's crazy to think otherwise. Like, even with your own family members, like, think about how much you don't, oftentimes you don't know about what goes on with your own family members behind closed doors. So anyway. I'll pull that clip up. But in the meantime, yeah, if anybody looks like a child from a mental control experiment, it would be that one. Yeah. And yeah, she does look like something's off. Okay, let me see if I can grab that clip real quick. Stand by. Okay. Oh, you know what? It's not going to let me play unless I don't think I'll have to screen record it. Golly. Hold on. Let me try one more thing. Let me see if it'll let me do this. I know my computer is just being a jerk right now. Okay. Give me 1 second, and I'll have to, once I come back in here, then I'm going to have to scroll back up through the chat because I see there are some really good questions that are coming through too. And if there's something, hey, if there's something that y'all want to make sure that you have me answer, please just send it. I never ask for super chats, but please, you can send it as a super chat, and I definitely won't miss it because I'm flipping back and forth here, and I am missing a lot. So that's definitely one way to make sure that I don't miss your question. Okay, let me try to pull that back up. And if I can't do it, then I can't do it. But to me, it's so compelling. Okay, maybe it's going to work. Let's see.
I denied him.
Okay, hold on.
First aid after the shooter, who we just had on the show, either because they are veterans or repeatedly saying he was, quote, betrayed truth. She has made claims of the year. He personally, Carly, made sure the organization, which again is not true.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Sorry, y'all. Thank y'all for your patience. Okay, let's see here. Okay, yay. Okay, let me, we'll see if this will, and I may have to hold my mic up to it, but we're just gonna make this work. Okay, so this is talking about the, when you guys were talking about how could Charlie not have known what was going on? I think a lot of what we're talking about involves money, structuring of things, all of that. So let's take a look here. This is Blake Neff, in case you're not aware. And this was December 3rd. Okay, this was around the time that they were kind of going like head to head with Candace. They'd had enough, supposedly, and were kind of challenging her to come to the TPUSA headquarters and go live under their terms, like with a week's notice or something like that. And anyway, but this part, I think. All right, here we go. Let me see if I can make it full screen and play it. Go back in here. Where are we? Okay, full screen.
Charlie made sure the organization was audited by a third party every year. He personally reviewed and he signed off on every expense report and literally every single bill paid by the organization down to a single United States dollar. We have never missed a 990 deadline. Candace has made other stranger allegations involving French paratroopers in maroon shirts.
Okay, I'm going to go back in here. Hopefully that played. Did that play? Y'all let me know if that played, because I can play it again. It's quite important. Because what he's saying there is that Charlie authorized every dollar.
We have never missed a...
I'm going to go back a little further while I make sure that you guys heard that.
Adding up into the millions of dollars, which again, potential impropriety and fraud at turning point, and then suggested...
Okay. Y'all were able to hear it? Oh, you can only hear the audio? Oh, all right, sorry. Let me see if I can do... I apologize. Okay. Now it's playing video? Okay. Sorry, guys. I know it seems like amateur hour. I'm going to make Trigger Smart come hell or high water. Help me get this stuff all figured out tomorrow.
Those friends might have her murdered too for, quote, knowing the truth. She has made claims of financial impropriety and fraud at Turning Point, adding up into the millions of dollars, which again is not true. Charlie made sure the organization was audited by a third party every year. He personally reviewed and he signed off on every expense report and literally every single bill paid by the organization down to a single United States dollar. We have never missed a 990 deadline. Candace has made other stranger allegations involving French paratroopers in maroon shirts, Egyptian Air Force plane.
So, down to a single US dollar. Charlie authorized it all. Charlie authorized it all down to a single US dollar. Well, if that's the case, then that means there are millions upon millions upon millions upon millions of dollars that, you know, he would have known where they were going and why. Which, at the end of the day, you know, the CEO, the boss, is the one who is responsible. The buck stops there. Yes, of course, people do bad things within a company. People skim money all the time. But to this level, over this period of time, man. Now, he knew. He knew. And who announces an audit to the entire organization? Hey guys, just thought you should know, we're going to be doing a Doge style effort to really get our spending under control. Take a real good hard look at things. Just wanted to make sure you were aware. What? So like everybody can go delete all relevant records over the weekend or immediately? That's the most ass backwards thing I have ever heard of. That is not how Doge style efforts work. Anyway, y'all know where I stand on things. In that case, I believe that that letter could have just been I think it was probably a ruse. I think it was something that people could look back at after the fact and could say, oh yeah, so see, maybe there was some motive there or something. I don't know. So there was something with this Doge thing. He was trying to get the finances in order. But or maybe you guys, maybe he was just saving himself. Maybe he left, maybe he wanted to leave Erika holding the bag. Maybe he realized that maybe he caught on to all of Erika's shenanigans. And then he thought, all right, I'm going to string you along until I can get to this 9:10. You're not going to be there. I got all my guys around me and, they're going to help me get the heck out of Dodge. And, oh yeah, Erika, I really want you to run TPUSA if something ever happens to me. Knowing, what all she's done to him, really. And she's thinking, oh yeah, man, I can make so much money, whatever. And he knows it's really a shit show. Let her implode it. I don't know. These are some of the things that I think about. These are some of the things that I think about. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Whoa, I got a big old super chat. Wow, thank you so much, KNM Gemini. See a ton of potential, sending strength and focus. Thank you. Thank you. I really, really appreciate that sincerely from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. I promise you that this potential won't let you down. And EK's eyes look different now. They do. I have a video that I'm going to do for you guys on that as well. I've got a bunch of clips cut and it's mighty interesting once you see that progression. And for those of you who remember the first time that I did it started as a solo live stream it was that night that she did the CVS town hall. Trigger ended up joining me, saving the day and joining me. But it was the CVS live stream with Barry Weiss on a Saturday night. And anyway, that was when she did the infamous stop. And everybody got the biggest kick out of it because it was like so unexpected. And everybody kept asking me, Kelly, do it. Stop. And I can't do it as well as her, obviously, because I'm not crazy, but I'm sorry, that was kind of mean. Anyway, thank you so much. Okay. Yes. So Jeff, I assume you're talking about Blake Neff there. How do we know that he's telling the truth? Here's the thing. We don't. And I believe that he says a lot of untruths, half-truths. He has been, I think, a little bit more credible than some of the others, even though sometimes I feel like he has a bad attitude. This is just my personal opinion. But if he's not telling the truth there, for one, I mean, he's going on record for everybody. At this point, they know, okay, all the podcasters, all the world is like clipping their videos. And he's not just saying it in an interview, he's saying it in a pre-prepared statement as he is on the Charlie Kirk show. So that's a bold move if what he's saying there is a bold-faced lie, right? We'll continue to like skewer them over that. But if that's not true, it could be a way to gaslight, to rewrite history, and try to cover the tracks, right? It could be a way to say, oh yeah, I mean, Charlie looked over every dollar. He knew how we were all spending our money. Oh, sorry, my dog probably sees somebody out there walking their dog. Anyway, so it's something to consider. Y'all feel free to leave me your thoughts and input in the chat, please. Rick, Baker Tilly was the company that overlooks financial records, 83 faultier rate. I don't know what faultier rate is. I could look it up, but feel free to tell me about that. One night I did pull up though, Baker Tilly has gotten in big trouble with the government in recent history, faced major fines. So that's a whole other thing. They are not the most reputable or highly regarded accounting firm by any stretch. And that's not just my opinion. I mean, that would be based on the evidence, I mean, of getting fined and popped by the government. Jess, I think it's plausible, but they weren't being investigated currently. Trump's in office. They weren't exposed until after. Why now? Do you think the buildup and changed opinion was real? Oh man, that's a lot for me to process. See, then this is one of the things like why I wish that we could have this more of this like dialogue and conversation in YouTube, like we do in Spaces on X. I think it's plausible, but they weren't being investigated currently, and Trump's in office. So yeah. Okay, let me tell you this. How far can I go with this? My bigger theory that I see that Jordan has been asking me to lay out motive, and I haven't laid out motive officially, okay, properly. But it involves multiple pieces, including the financial aspect, and it involves Trump, okay? And it involves the election, and Arizona, and these guys who, you know, whose names we have said many times. And yeah, so I want to, just for the sake of like what I have in my mind, put it out in an appropriate, in a way that makes the most sense for everybody. If that makes sense. I'm kind of stumbling on my words there, but I hear what you're saying, and I hear the question. Maybe Jess, it was mission accomplished. How about that? 2024 was over. The election was over. Mission accomplished. Time to get out of here before your goat gets got. Does that make sense? No, please do not apologize. I love it. This is great. I love y'all. I think about this stuff all day, and you've probably been able to see just like during this chat, like how my face lights up. Like I love talking about this stuff. I love talking with y'all, and I needed this a lot. So, oh man, so you're cooking and you know where I'm going to. You know where I'm going to. That's why this is the perfect time. Okay? Charlie could have been pardoned, but then what's he gonna do? Then what's he gonna do? You know? Start all over? Like maybe he's been used up. If he was a different kind of intelligence asset or something like that. But y'all just let me get all my pieces in order. Let me get all my pieces in order. If you know what I'm saying. If you know what I'm saying. But this also brings up a great point as well, that I think, for one, we've been hearing a whole lot lately as to like all of this blame gets put on Erika and like, oh, I don't think people should just be asking questions of Erika. People should not just be asking questions of Erika and TPUSA, bottom line. Because it wasn't just them that could have played a role in what happened that day, in my opinion. In my opinion, it went from the bottom to the top and continues to involve people from the bottom to the top. And that's why, you know, all of this stuff is still protected and pushing along the way that it has been. Wayne, I don't know what that means. My intellect is dizzying. Does that mean that I'm confusing? Is that a bad thing? I mean, I'm answering questions, so I'm trying to just come off of the top. But I'm sweet. Oh, he says, but you're sweet and I support you. Oh. Well, look, I'm answering questions off of the cuff, and I'm trying to talk a little bit in circles because I'm trying to give and not go like tell my whole thing without being able to properly put it together in the way that, I want to put it together. Would you prefer me to make like a chart? I could do that. I could work on that for you. Tell me, what's the best mode of learning that I can do? Everybody learns differently. Trust me. I am going through that process right now. Love and compassion. This is the first time I've been able to talk to people that are actually investigating and getting all this info for us. You have no idea how incredible this is. Well, love and compassion, welcome to your safe space. By the way, you guys, everyone make sure please that you are subscribed to my channel, Kelly Rabon, KELIRABON. Just hit that subscribe button. And then also make sure that you have turned on the notifications so you don't miss a thing. Sometimes I plan out lives in advance. Sometimes they are just spur of the moment. Sometimes I put up chats or not chats, posts or polls, and am asking for your input on maybe the topic that I'm going to pursue, or trying to get a little bit of feedback on something. So just make sure, I promise I don't spam you or send too many notifications, but please make sure that you click on the notifications to turn them on, and not just the personalized or customized, but just go ahead and turn them all on. That way you don't miss a thing. Okay, I'm probably going to wind down here pretty soon, but I do want to tell you, thank you, Elizabeth. Hurrah, LNC. It really is like a family. And when you watch many of the others in our group, like Trigger, Baron, Jesse, Coach Colin, Allie Top Files, to name a few, yeah, there are lots of other fantastic investigative podcasts, and folks who are doing wonderful work. And so, we all have different takes. It's not like you're getting the same thing over and over again. Everybody has their own unique viewpoint, their own unique spin, their own unique approach and delivery. So, it's like 40 flavors of ice cream, and YouTube is your ice cream shop, and you just get to have a free-for-all. Okay. Oh my gosh, y'all are funny. Okay, let's see here. Nova Cloud. TBH, I want to see a spreadsheet or a chart that is shareable, that has everything in a timeline with everything it's gone from how he died to Candace calling out Erika. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. If there's anyone who's watching who would be interested in helping me on something like that, by all means, please, you can volunteer. If you want to send me a DM on X, I'm at Kelly Raybon on X, KELIRABON. You could comment on this video after it's over. You can send me an email at kelly@kellyraybon.com. Those are just a few ways that get in touch with me. But by all means, like I think that's a fantastic idea. I'm a visual learner myself, and I like to write things down. And if you could see, I had to move all my papers to the floor, but I'm a traditionalist. Like, I print things out, I get my highlighter, I write. So yeah, I've got a whole pile of papers down there, but I also love my spreadsheets. So I'm with you. Okay, so what I was thinking for tomorrow, I don't have any Valentine's plans. So all of you are my Valentines. And I hope that if you aren't out celebrating Valentine's tomorrow, you will join me. You guys can be my Valentines. And I am going to do, I guess we'll call it I have a catchy name, but it's not coming to me right now. But anyway, kind of a love theme show involving TPUSA and the Kirks. Okay. And it's going to be about Charlie and Erika's relationship. It's also going to be about maybe Tyler and Lance's relationship, maybe about also the love that other people in this case, like other people among TPUSA, had for Charlie. And maybe even, hey, let's throw in there Charlie's love or I don't know. Well, now I'm going to get too far along in where I'm going with this. But we'll say Charlie's love for Trump and vice versa. We're just going to go whole hog with the love theme, okay? I think it's going to be a really fun theme. Oh my gosh, Roscoe. My furry Valentine. Oh my gosh. Y'all are so funny. Okay, y'all brainstorm on that. Everybody can bring their own little idea. Oh my goodness. But okay, so that's going to be the idea for tomorrow's show. And trust me, it's not going to be cheesy, you guys. I'm going to make it a really solid show. I am going to, yeah, I'm going to make it good. You guys have given me the boost that I needed. So thank you very, very much. Thank you. I'm really excited to be back. And yes, exactly. What about their love for Mikey McCoy? And how about how much Mikey McCoy would have loved to be in Charlie's seat permanently? Oh, don't you worry. We are gonna go max on the love. It's going to be a go max love fest. Yes. Okay, Elizabeth, I love that. You might be doing a long haul online tomorrow. Fantastic. That's really funny. How to love dysfunction, Ollie. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Well, okay. At what time? So I have my kids, we'll see, how about maybe 8:30 or so? We'll say tentatively. My challenge is always like trying to get my kids down. So maybe, I don't know, 9 o'clock Central is generally a pretty good time. So then I can have my kids down. So if we can aim for that, I will. But if you make sure that you have subscribed to my channel, then it'll give you the updates as the. I'll go ahead and make a stream for tomorrow, and then it will update. Yeah, Central time zone. So I'm thinking 9 p.m. I mean, you guys are on here. It's 11:21 Central time. So y'all are night owls like me. I appreciate that so much. Tool Druid, thank you. You always have such funny comments too. Happy Valentine's to all, but not TPUSA. Stop. Valentine's, I'm still learning to love myself. What do they say? That you can't love someone else until you love yourself. Whoever they are. Let's see that. I first saw you on yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much, Jess. I really appreciate that. I understand what you mean. And yeah, I'm glad to be streaming. I'm glad that you're here. I am so glad and grateful for everyone who joined tonight. And thank y'all for giving me some grace and being so patient and bringing my smile back. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Nova, no one hates and loves me as much as I do. Oh man. Okay, you guys. Well, thank you again. We're about to hit 2 hours, so I am going to call it. Oh, let's see. Where can we email you directly safely? You can email me, Kelly at kellyraybond.com. Just, don't be sending me anything crazy, please. Please. I can't deal with another drama right now. Y'all are so funny. Oh my goodness. Hi, Stormy. Thank you so much for being here. I'm about to say goodnight, but feel free. I hope that you can scroll back through the live. I'd like to think it's a good one. So I appreciate everyone who has stuck around tonight. And it's been fun getting to chat with y'all, as always. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. We're going to have just a TPUSA love fest. It's going to be a good one. Okay. Good night, friends. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.